I do think that height plays some role in societal norms in some ways. I do think height, not that it should be, but I do think that it does play some role in how patients are perceived. I mean, even the classic description of a male is tall, dark, and handsome. The first characteristic of that is tall. I mean, so there's certainly this idea of even, height and being tall and this concept of stature with this perception of masculinity. So I do think that, even though it shouldn't be, I do think that height is a characteristic that there is some bias against in society. And I do think that, patients and people perceive that. I mean, particularly when looking at a couple, people going into the boardroom. I think they had a statistic looking at US presidents. I think every US president has been over 6 foot, which is unusual because that's not the average height. They use a classic statistic of the Fortune 500 CEOs. I think their average height's like 6'1.5", which also is not in fitting with the average American person or average American male. So I do think that there is certainly some bias when it comes to height and the way that they are perceived in society. So that's just my perspective.